Humans can digest anything. The alien girl is stunned by human biology. HFY sci-fi story. Zerai had studied over 1,000 life forms in the galaxy. From the ice-breathing beasts of Cryon 4 to the cloud swimmers of Draken Nebula, she had seen strange and amazing things. But nothing could prepare her for what she would find on Earth. Her mission was simple: study human biology. Her orders were strict: do not interact, only observe. But from the moment she entered a human school in her disguise, short dark hair, simple clothes, and human-like eyes, everything changed. Zerai sat in the back row of a science class, quiet and curious. Her human name was Zara now. She looked around, scanning the students with her tiny wrist device hidden under her sleeve. The teacher talked about digestion, about stomach acid, about enzymes and breaking down proteins. It was basic stuff for humans, but shocking for an alien like her. Human stomach acid can melt metal in small amounts, her scanner whispered. Zerai blinked. Melt metal. She looked at the boy sitting next to her, Leo. A tall, thin kid with messy hair and a lazy smile. He was eating something out of a silver wrapper. "What's that?" she whispered. Leo grinned. "Breakfast burrito, spicy." He took a huge bite, chewing slowly. Steam rose from the burrito. The smell made Zerai's nose twitch. Her scanner beeped. Warning: extremely high spice level detected. Possible internal damage to human tissue. But Leo kept eating and smiled. Zerai stared in horror. "Doesn't that hurt you?" Leo shrugged. "It burns a little, makes it more fun." Fun, Zerai made a note in her mind. Humans enjoy pain through food, behavior possibly unstable. After class, she followed Leo to the lunchroom. She wanted to see more. The room was loud. Humans laughed, talked, shouted. The smell of fried food filled the air. Grease, cheese, meat, sugar. It was a battlefield of smells. Zerai watched one girl eat something long and red. "What's that?" she asked. "Hot Cheetos," the girl replied. "Want some?" Zerai took one. It burned her fingers. She quickly dropped it. The girl laughed. "You're soft." Her scanner buzzed again. Warning: highly acidic, artificial coloring, chemical additives. Zerai watched humans eat spicy noodles, drink sugar-filled sodas, and chew frozen ice pops right after hot meals. No alien species would survive this. No stomach in the galaxy was made for this. And yet they smiled. In her private journal, she wrote, "Human digestion is not only flexible, it is fearless." That night, Zerai stayed in her small Earth shelter and reviewed the data. They ate creatures from land, sea, and sky. They cooked food, fried it, froze it, and ate it cold. They added hot sauces, sweet syrups, and even moldy cheese. Some even ate things off the ground and said, 5-second rule. She couldn't understand it. On her home planet, food was clean, efficient, and purely for energy. No taste, no pain, no risk. But here food was a game, a challenge, a test of willpower. She decided to dig deeper. The next day, she brought a small blue fruit from her home planet. Non-toxic, sweet, perfectly shaped. Leo took one bite and almost gagged. What is that? Tastes like soap and sadness." Zerai was shocked. "That's a superfood on my planet." Leo just laughed. "You need to try pizza." Later that day, she watched him and his friends eat pizza with cheese, meat, spicy sauce, and then dip it in ranch dressing. Her scanner broke. Zerai stared as they ate like it was nothing. They should be exploding by now. That night, she updated her report. Humans can digest everything, from frozen cream to hot lava sauce. This species may be dangerous not because of their weapons, but because of their stomachs. She paused before adding, "I will continue observing, but I feel strange, curious. A part of me wants to try." And so began her descent into the delicious, dangerous world of human food. Zerai was no longer just curious. She was obsessed. Human digestion wasn't just strange. It was a mystery wrapped in madness. The more she watched, the weirder it got. One morning, Leo walked into class with a plastic bottle full of red liquid. It smelled like battery acid and sugar. "What's that?" Zerai asked. "Energy drink," Leo said. "Want a sip?" Before she could answer, he drank half the bottle in one gulp. Zerai's scanner vibrated violently under her sleeve. Warning, caffeine overload. Sugar level extreme. Artificial dyes present. Is it safe? Zerai whispered. Leo smiled. Barely, that's the fun. She stared at him like he was a wild animal. Do they get energy from danger? At lunch, Zerai sat at a different table, watching other students. One girl opened her lunchbox. Inside was a peanut butter sandwich with pickles and chips inside it. Zerai gasped. Even her translator stuttered. Sandwich, salt, sweet, crunchy, sour, all at once. Then another student poured hot sauce onto a slice of watermelon. Zerai's eyes widened. That's illegal where I come from. The boy just laughed. You gotta level up your taste buds. That's when she saw it. A kid dropped a cookie. It hit the floor. He looked left, looked right, picked it up, and ate it. No, Zerai stood up horrified. The boy just smiled. 5-second rule. She whispered to herself, what is wrong with this species? That night, she sent a voice report back to her home planet. They eat expired food, rotten food, spicy food that burns the throat, sugary drinks with chemicals, their tongues should be melted, their stomachs should be ash. But they survive. They laugh. They ask for more. She paused, then added, some even say food tastes better when it's dangerous. Her commander replied within minutes. Withdraw from the mission. Human behavior is unstable. Their biology is unpredictable. But Zerai didn't listen. She had to understand them all the way. The next day, Leo caught her staring at his lunch. "Wanna try something?" he asked. Zerai hesitated. In his hand was a plastic bag filled with orange, crunchy, spicy snacks. She scanned it quickly. Ingredients: corn, oil, chili powder, cheese dust, unknown compound labeled flamin. He offered her one chip. Her fingers trembled as she touched it. Her nose burned just from the smell. Slowly, carefully, she took a bite. And in 1 second, boom! Her mouth was on fire, her eyes watered, her throat screamed, her brain short-circuited. Leo laughed. You okay? Zerai gasped, coughing. It's lava. Leo handed her milk. She drank it in one gulp. I warned you, he said. That's the beginner level. She sat in silence, stunned. And yet a small part of her liked it. Later that night, Zerai looked in the mirror. Her eyes glowed faintly blue. Her alien biology had activated to protect her organs from damage. She felt strange. Not sick. Not weak. Stronger. She wrote in her journal. First contact was with fire. I tasted their food, and it nearly killed me. But I didn't die. I adapted. Am I becoming one of them? Meanwhile, in space, her commander read the logs with growing fear. Zerai has been corrupted, he said. Earth is more dangerous than we thought. Another officer asked, should we retrieve her? The commander shook his head. No, if she's already eating their food, it may be too late. Back on Earth, Leo looked at Zerai and smiled. You survived your first hot Cheeto. Congrats. She smirked. What's next? Leo grinned. Ghost pepper noodles. Zerai nodded slowly. I'm ready. By now, Zerai had accepted one truth. Humans were not logical eaters. They were explorers of chaos, culinary daredevils, and she was slowly becoming one of them. But nothing could prepare her for what she would face next. The spaghetti incident. It started on a Friday. The school cafeteria had a special lunch, Spaghetti Day. Zerai didn't expect much. On her planet, noodles were used to build walls, not eaten. But as she walked into the cafeteria, she saw humans excited, lining up for red sauce-covered noodles. Leo waved her over. Zara, you gotta try this. She hesitated. What's so special about string food? Leo laughed. It's not just the noodles, it's what we do to them. Zerai took a tray. The spaghetti was strange, slimy, red, smelling of tomatoes and meat, on top grated yellow stuff. What is this? She whispered. Cheese, said Leo. Some people add hot sauce too, some use ketchup, others go nuts and crush chips on it. Zerai blinked. Ketchup on pasta. Then she watched it happen. A kid across the room added ketchup, mustard, ranch dressing, and potato chips, all on top of spaghetti. Then ate it like a happy caveman. Her scanner gave up. Error, this is no longer food. Leo handed her a fork. Try it. Zerai took a small bite. The flavors hit her brain like a war zone. Salty, sweet, sour, chewy, spicy, cheesy, weird. Her mouth wanted to scream. Her stomach clenched. Her eyes watered. She nearly passed out. And yet, something inside her whispered, "More." Later that day, Zerai sat on the school lawn, trying to recover. Leo sat beside her, sipping chocolate milk. "You okay?" he asked. She nodded slowly. That food was not a meal, it was a test. Leo chuckled. "You passed, sort of." She looked up. "Why do humans eat like this?" Leo thought for a moment. "I guess food is fun for us. Some people like it clean, some like it messy, some just like to break the rules." "Break the rules," Zerai repeated. "Yeah, mix things that don't go together. It's part of the experience." She stared at the sky. Her mind was spinning. Food is more than survival. It's emotion. It's rebellion. It's art. That night, Zerai updated her log. "Today I met spaghetti. It changed me." Humans treat food like a playground. They build strange combinations not to live, but to feel. And the scarier the meal, the stronger the pride. She didn't know it, but her body had changed again. Her cells were adapting. She was no longer just observing humans. She was starting to become one. Meanwhile, her alien commander back on Vorka reviewed her reports. "This is worse than we thought," he said. "She's eating spaghetti." The room went silent. An officer whispered, "She's lost." The commander shook his head. "No, not lost, transformed." Back on Earth, Zerai sat alone under a tree, holding a single chip in her hand. One spicy chip, one reminder of where this all began. She thought about her home planet, where food was flavorless cubes and eating was done in silence. Here, food was loud, colorful, wild. And for the first time in her life, she felt alive. Then Leo ran up, laughing. "You coming to my house tomorrow?" he asked. "We're having something amazing." "What?" she asked, raising an eyebrow. He grinned. "Pineapple on pizza." Zerai gasped, "That's real." Leo just nodded. "Oh yeah, and it's delicious." She closed her eyes. This was only the beginning. Zerai had survived the spaghetti. She had tasted mystery noodles. She had chewed fire disguised as chips. She had seen humans dip fried chicken into ice cream. But now it was time for something even worse. Something whispered about in fear by alien researchers across galaxies. The fire test. Leo invited her to his house after school. "We're having something special," he said. "Only the brave survive it." Zerai tilted her head. "Another human ritual." He grinned. "Buffalo wild wings, extra hot, ghost pepper level." Her translator translated with a warning. Buffalo equals not an animal in this case. Ghost equals not a spirit. Pepper equals extremely hostile plant. Result equals volcanic doom. Still, she followed him. Zerai had faced space storms. She had wrestled a gravity eel once. But now she sat at a wooden table in Leo's kitchen, staring at a basket of deep-fried chicken wings covered in glowing red sauce. Her scanner refused to analyze it. "Item too dangerous, eat at own risk." Leo wore gloves. He laughed. "Don't touch your eyes or you'll go blind." Zerai blinked. "Why would anyone eat this?" Leo shrugged. "Because it's awesome." The first bite hit like a small explosion. Zerai's mouth burned, her vision blurred, time slowed down. A strange ringing filled her ears. Her hands trembled, her throat begged for mercy. Her alien DNA screamed in all directions, activating heat shields in her blood, cooling gel under her skin, even numbing her taste sensors. But still, it wasn't enough. This was not food, this was a weapon. Leo ate beside her, sweating and laughing. "You doing okay?" he asked. Zerai coughed. "I think I'm ascending to another dimension." Leo offered milk. Welcome to the fire test. Zerai survived barely. After it was over, she lay on Leo's couch, eyes half open. I see stars, she whispered, and one of them is judging me. Leo laughed. You did good. Most people cry on the first try. Zerai gave a weak smile. Humans are insane. But fun, Leo added. She nodded. Yes, that too. Back in her shelter, Zerai scanned her body. Something had changed again. Her internal temperature had increased. Her digestive fluids had thickened. She had developed new heat receptors in her tongue. Her biology was evolving faster than any known Vorkan experiment. She wrote in her log, "After the fire test, I should have died. But I lived. My body didn't reject it, it learned. Human food is more than culture. It is survival training. And now I understand they're not just adaptable. They're unbreakable." Meanwhile, far away in space, her commander read her logs with wide eyes. "Activate Protocol Alpha," he ordered. A younger officer asked, "Are we bringing her home?" "No," he said darkly. "We're sending a retrieval team with full protection suits. And someone, bring stomach neutralizers. These humans are not natural." Back on Earth, Leo handed her a small container. "What's this?" she asked. He grinned. "Wasabi." Her scanner buzzed. "Caution, green paste of pain." Zerai stared at it, then looked up at Leo. "I accept the challenge." He laughed. "You're really one of us now." She didn't know if that was good or terrifying. But she smiled anyway. Zerai had passed the fire test. She'd eaten lava-coated chicken, drank flaming soda, and survived food that could kill a weak creature. But now, she faced the most confusing human creation yet. Ice cream. It started as a peaceful day. Leo invited her to walk with him to the nearby park. The sun was warm, the air smelled like flowers and street snacks, and everything seemed calm. Until they reached a little shop with colorful signs and cold mist coming from the door. "What is this place?" Zerai asked. Leo smiled. "The land of happiness." She stepped inside and instantly shivered. It was cold, unnaturally cold. Machines hissed behind glass counters. People stood in lines pointing at colorful swirls. Zerai squinted. "Why is everyone smiling?" Leo whispered like it was sacred. "They're choosing their flavor." The menu was chaos. Chocolate, mint, bubblegum, mango, cookie dough, rocky road, birthday cake, unicorn dreams. Zerai's head hurt. "These are food names." Leo nodded. "Yep." She looked confused. "What is unicorn dreams?" He shrugged. "No one knows, that's the point." Then came the toppings. Sprinkles, hot fudge, caramel, gummy bears, crushed cookies, marshmallows. Zerai nearly fainted. How can one item be both cold and hot, sweet and sour, soft and crunchy? Her mind screamed. Leo handed her a cone with a gentle smile. "Try it, you'll understand." Zerai took a bite. Instant freeze. Her tongue numbed. Her brain screamed. She got her first brain freeze. "System shutdown," she whispered, touching her forehead. Leo laughed. "That's called brain freeze. It means you're eating it too fast." "But it's cold. Why would anyone eat something that hurts?" Leo shrugged. "Because it tastes amazing." She took another small bite, slower this time. And slowly her face changed. Confusion became curiosity. Curiosity became joy. And then a smile. "It tastes like happy memories," she said softly. They sat on a bench. Zerai watched a little girl drop her scoop. She cried. The world felt like it ended. Her mom gave her another cone. And instantly, the girl smiled again like nothing had happened. Zerai whispered, "This food heals sadness." Leo nodded. Sometimes the little things fix the big feelings. Zerai stared at her half-eaten cone. Food wasn't just fuel to humans. It was comfort, memory, emotion. That night, Zerai recorded in her journal. "Today, I met a weapon of joy. Humans call it ice cream. It hurts the brain but heals the heart. It's soft but powerful, sweet but dangerous, cold yet it warms the soul. It is the most human thing I've ever tasted." But not everyone was happy. High above Earth, the Vorkin retrieval ship reached orbit. Her DNA is 11% mutated, said the medic. She's developing human-like cravings. The commander slammed his hand on the table. We must retrieve her before she becomes one of them completely. Back on Earth, Leo and Zerai watched the stars. Zerai asked quietly, "What happens when you eat too many sweet things?" Leo smiled, "You get a tummy ache, but it's worth it." She chuckled, "Your species is strange." "You say that like it's a bad thing." "No," Zerai whispered, "it's the best thing." Suddenly, her wrist device lit up. Incoming message, VORKAN team en route, extraction order active. Her smile faded. The humans had given her something her people never could. Choice, chaos, laughter, ice cream. And now, they were coming to take it away. Zerai felt it before she saw it. The sky changed, the stars above blinked strangely. Her wrist device vibrated harder than ever. The message was clear. Vorkin retrieval shuttle arriving in 5 minutes. They were coming for her. She looked at Leo. He was laughing, holding a bottle of soda, not knowing his friend was about to disappear. Her heart, yes, that strange human word, felt heavy. Zerai stood up. "Leo, I need to tell you something." He noticed her serious face. "What's wrong?" I wasn't sent here to learn. I was sent to watch. And now my people are coming to take me back." Leo blinked. "Back, you mean, to space?" Zerai nodded. "They think I'm becoming too human. They think your world has changed me." "Has it?" She hesitated, then whispered, "Yes, and I don't want to go." The ground shook slightly. Above them, the clouds split open. A silent, dark ship hovered, completely invisible to human eyes, but Zerai could feel its pull. She turned to Leo one last time. "If I go now, I may never return." Leo stepped forward, angry now. "You're not property, you're a person. You should choose where you belong." Zerai's eyes softened. "That's the most human thing I've ever heard." A beam of blue light hit the ground beside her. It was time. Inside the ship, the air was cold and perfect. Too perfect. No smells, no emotion, just order. Zerai sat alone in the testing chamber. The Vorkin medic entered, holding a scanner. "You've consumed over 42 types of human food," he said. "Your DNA has shifted, your tongue receptors have multiplied, your brain chemistry has changed." Zerai looked down. "Yes, I know." The commander stepped in. "You were sent to observe them, not become one of them." "I didn't plan this," she replied. "But Earth is alive, messy, beautiful, their food, their laughter, even their pain, it's real." He narrowed his eyes. "You are no longer useful to us." Zerai stood up slowly. "No, I'm just no longer one of you." The testing lights blinked. Something unexpected was happening. Zerai's body was resisting their scans. Her new biology, blended with Earth's chaos, was adapting. She had changed so much, even her mind was more unpredictable. The medic whispered, "We can't contain her for long." The commander frowned, "Then erase her memory and drop her on a different planet." But the moment they tried, Zerai's hands glowed. It wasn't alien tech. It wasn't human. It was something new. She broke the cuffs with a single pulse of energy. "Enough," she shouted. The lights exploded, the ship shook. Systems crashed. Alarms blared in a dozen languages. Zerai turned to the nearest screen and typed one word. "Earth." Then she hit return. The ship obeyed her. She had reprogrammed its command system using both Vorkin and human logic. The ship was going back to a real home. Back in Leo's backyard, the sky split again. A flash of blue light burst near his picnic table. Zerai stepped out, breathing hard, hair glowing slightly from excess energy. Leo's jaw dropped. "You came back." She nodded. "I chose Earth." He smiled. "We saved you some ice cream." She laughed. "You humans are ridiculous." "And awesome," Leo added. "Yes," she whispered, looking up at the stars, "and unforgettable." Zerai was no longer just Vorkin. And not fully human either. She was something new, a bridge between two worlds. Weeks had passed since she returned from the ship. She was staying with Leo's family now, wearing hoodies, watching cartoons, eating breakfast cereal. Her translator barely activated anymore. She understood humans without help. But something inside her still whispered, "Your journey is not over." One morning, Leo found her in the backyard, staring at the sunrise. "What are you thinking about?" he asked. She replied softly, "My people, they still don't understand what I saw here." Leo sat beside her, "So show them." She turned her eyes toward him. "They don't trust humans, they fear what you represent." "What's that?" She looked away, smiling a little. "Chaos, emotion, freedom, choice." Leo leaned back. "Yeah, we're kinda messy, but we care." Zerai nodded. "That's why I'm still here." But the world was watching now. Zerai's arrival hadn't stayed a secret. Satellites picked up strange signals the night she returned. A few blurry photos of her glowing form spread online. People called her the Neon Angel, the alien who eats ice cream, humanity's first friend. Governments wanted to know her, scientists wanted to test her, media wanted to interview her. But she refused all of them. Until one day, she asked Leo for a camera. She stood before it, nervous, calm, and glowing just a little. "I am Zerai of the Vorkin, but Earth has changed me. I came here to study you, but I ended up learning about myself. You live with noise and pain, with chaos and kindness. You fight, you love, you joke even when things go wrong. And somehow you survive." Her voice cracked slightly. "You are not perfect, but you are powerful because you feel. I was sent here to observe, but now I choose to stay. I'm not here to invade, I'm here to belong." The video went viral. Not just across Earth, but beyond. Her people saw it. The Vorkin Council watched in silence. And for the first time in Vorkin history, they didn't send soldiers. They sent a question. "Can we visit too?" Zerai didn't smile, she laughed. And she sent one word back. "Yes." Later that night, Leo and Zerai sat on the roof watching the stars. He nudged her. "So what now? Are you going to be an ambassador, a peacekeeper?" She looked up at the night sky. "No, I'm going to try bubble tea next." Leo grinned. "That's even harder than ghost pepper wings." She smirked. "Good, I like a challenge." They clinked soda bottles like a toast. Above them, a new star blinked, then moved. Not a star. Another Vorkin ship. But this time, it didn't come for war. It came with hope. And Zerai. She was ready. Because now, she was more human than alien.